Hello and welcome to Crypto News. Today is the 1st of August 2026 and the top crypto news is as follows. First of all, happy new month to all of you. Crypto News also has a summer announcement, as after many years I will be going on vacation to my hometown. As a result, there will be no episodes from August 2, 2026 through August 10, 2026. Moving on to our news, starting with our announcements. We go to Tether, which announced profits of $1.5 billion in the second quarter. And the most remarkable part of this news is that it has increased its profits by nearly 50% compared to the first quarter of 2026. So if we are looking for a company in the crypto market that is healthy, it is certainly Tether, dear audience. Moving on to our coins, we go to Ethereum, where the queue to enter staking with your Ethereum has reached 43 days. Again, the most remarkable part of this news is that the queue to withdraw your Ethereum is literally 0 minutes. There are 2.5 million Ethereum waiting to enter staking, and someone has to wait 43 days, while there are 0 Ethereum at this moment waiting to be withdrawn from staking. This is very significant for Ethereum because it shows that the players who have remained do not want to withdraw their Ethereum to sell it or do anything else with it. They want to leave it locked up, most likely waiting for the price to rise. If we saw the opposite happening, it would mean that many people want to remove their Ethereum from staking in order to sell it, theoretically, or do whatever else they want. Moving on to the Ethereum ecosystem, we go to Uniswap, which has a new service called Earn. This is a new product created in partnership with Morpho, the second largest decentralized lending protocol. The product allows users to deposit USD coin, Tether, and Ethereum into 3 Morpho vaults, where the assets are lent to borrowers through Morpho's lending market. The interest paid by borrowers becomes the yield earned by depositors. Users retain custody of their assets and can withdraw them at any time, as Uniswap stated. So this is a new product that may be of interest to some of you. Moving on to a scam, we go to a scam involving XRP, in which $19 million were lost. Specifically, South Korean police arrested 3 suspects behind a fake XRP staking scheme that defrauded 71 investors, with proceeds from fraudulent activities reaching $19 million. Staking involves locking up coins to secure the network, and in return you would receive rewards. One sign that investors had that this might be a scam is that the staking numbers they were offering were much higher than those offered by well-known platforms, so perhaps something was not right. This fake platform had imitated a legitimate service and then disappeared within a month. The victims transferred approximately 3.4 million XRP, worth approximately $8.6 million, but police later found that the total proceeds had approached $19 million. So be careful out there. Scammers are everywhere. And the last legitimate story of the day brings us to quantum computers. Specifically, IBM's own second-in-command spoke on CNBC's Mad Money, saying that he expects the quantum computing sector to begin making a measurable contribution to IBM's revenues and profits by 2028 or 2029. But as he said, by the end of the 2030s, we are fairly confident that this sector will be worth $3.2 trillion, describing what he sees as the long-term economic potential of quantum computing. So that is the situation with quantum computers. Moving on, we go to our beloved crypto market, with Bitcoin sitting at $63,000, with a large red candle that brought Bitcoin down to as low as $62,000. Those of you watching the episode now might assume that Japan's interest rates were released and were negative for us. But no, to be honest, interest rates remained stable at 1%. So what happened to cause this large red candle? The answer is called Coldcard. This is a Bitcoin only hardware wallet that has security issues. Specifically, Galaxy Research stated that nearly 1,200 addresses lost more than 1,000 Bitcoin, worth approximately $70 million, in transactions linked to a vulnerability affecting Coldcard hardware wallets. Coinkite informed that there was an ongoing problem affecting seeds generated on Coldcard Mk3 devices. Out of an abundance of caution, as the company told us, it warned all users who generated a seed using an Mk3 with version 4.0.1 from March 2020, one or any later version, that their funds may be at risk. As the wallet manufacturer told us, it later extended this warning to the Mk4, Mk5, and Coldcard Q and released an emergency firmware update for all affected models. It is worth noting that the company's second in command, Mr. Novak, hinted that the vulnerability may have been discovered using artificial intelligence. This is something we have been warning about on Cryptonia for months now. So that is precisely why Bitcoin dropped so sharply. To give you a little more information, this particular product is a hardware wallet, as we said, exclusively for Bitcoin, which has been in the crypto market since 2017. Among Bitcoiners and those who support Bitcoin exclusively, it is the #1 choice. The Bitcoin community primarily buys this wallet, and because no one believed it would suffer such a vulnerability, as you can understand, it negatively affected the price of Bitcoin and Bitcoiners themselves. That is why we had this red candle. That wraps up the top news for crypto today. Is the 1st of August, 2026. I'd like to remind you that the content you just watched is created for educational purposes only and should not be considered as investment advice, but rather as investment opinion. Please subscribe to the channel, leave a like, and feel free to comment. Take care, everyone, and have a good day.